We got 6 ranked, unranked matchups this weekend in college football. Let's get into it. Florida State and Clemson. For those listening right now, we got a Florida State logo up here. Seminoles, give me that paper shredder. That's right. Clemson pulling off the upset. 2 reasons. Number 1, I think they're going to run the hell out of the ball with Will Shipley. Really make it a physical ground game, bleed the clock, limit possessions, keep Florida State's explosive offense on the sideline, and really make this kind of one of those grind it out sort of games. That, to me, still favors Clemson. And the other reason, I like the fact that Dabo Swinney and Clemson is getting overlooked. They had their manhood challenge after that week 1 loss to Duke, and now a lot of people have written them off. And look, I criticized them, but do I think they're dead? Not dead just yet. Remember, Clemson at home, 1 loss in the last 7 years. Clemson does pull the upset. The team everyone's talking about. Colorado going to Eugene, take on Oregon. The Buffs, just like Florida State, also in the paper shredder this weekend. Look, Oregon is prolific at running the football. That's a problem for Colorado. You want to know why? They can't stop the run. Colorado, the Buffs, 127th in rushing offense, 119th in rushing defense. They can't stop the run. They can't run the ball. Well, we just told you how good Oregon is at rushing the football, top 20 team on the ground. But also for Colorado, if they can't establish a run, Oregon then is just going to rush 4, drop 7, exactly what Colorado State did last week. And guess what? For 58 minutes, Colorado State gave Shedeur Sanders and the high-flying offense fits. Oregon has better talent. They'll be able to execute that better than Colorado State did last week. And obviously no Travis Hunter, which is a total bummer. Really sucks for us fans in this game. But Oregon wins. They lay the wood. They win and cover the spread by more than 21. Oh, baby. Ole Miss going to Tuscaloosa. You know what? Rebs, baby. The running Rebs do take down Alabama. This is an upset. Bama 6.5-point favorites at home. They should not be. Bama stinks. Look, they'll be a better offense now with Jalen Milroe back under center, but they're still not good enough to keep up with what Ole Miss can do offensively. Jackson Dart's really damn good. Judkins is going to run the hell out of the ball. And just like Texas, we saw Alabama not be able to stop anyone and not be able to keep up. 31-21, Ole Miss does go into Tuscaloosa and does beat the Crimson Tide, and Lane Kiffin finally gets one over his old boss, and I'm sure he'll never let him live down. A fun one in the Pac-12. Oregon State taking on Washington State. We're going the Beavs, baby. We are rolling with the Beavs, and we are rolling with DJU. I like the fact that last week Oregon State struggled against San Diego State. Nice little wake-up call, but also a nice little reminder that they can win games in multiple ways. That is huge for the confidence of DJU and this team. I think he does bounce back in this one, play a lot better. Fun one, though. Fun one in the Pac-12. Palouse is a really hard place to play. 34-27 Beavs do take down Washington State. The big one at night. Ohio State going to South Bend, taking on Notre Dame. Remember before I said it was kind of a gut feeling with Clemson, and I didn't like the fact that Dabo Swinney and co were getting overlooked in this one? Same with Ohio State. Same exact thing. Ohio State wins this game in South Bend because while it's not at the extreme level as Clemson, after their week 1 loss, there was some doubt and there was some overlooking of Ohio State with how vulnerable they are compared to past years, which is true. But how dire the offense is now with Kyle McCord under center and is all of a sudden now Ryan Day in the hot seat. Ridiculous. This is still a really damn good offense. I do think they figured some things out, Ohio State did, after week number 1. My big question for Notre Dame is, forget about Sam Hartman. They have the quarterback advantage, Notre Dame does for sure. But do they have enough talent on the outside to make plays? That's where my question is. I don't have questions about the quarterback or the run game. I got questions, though, at receiver and tight end. Can you make explosive plays to win this game? My answer is no. Ohio State in a grinded-out tight one, 24-20 over the Irish. They do go in there and win. And finally, the scene's going to be electric. Iowa at Penn State. Whiteout crowd. It's going to be fierce. Come on. As a Penn State alum. Think I'm letting this Iowa Hawkeye logo come in there? Hell no. That Iowa offense stinks. I like the fact that Illinois last week is a good test and a good replication of what Iowa's defense is going to pose for Penn State's offense. Penn State rolls and covers the 15-point spread.